What's going on, sister like babes? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe so you do not miss the video. If you're returning, why didn't you subscribe yet? Girl, hit that subscribe button. It don't hurt you, but it helped me. So go ahead and hit that button. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about why some sister lock consultants, micro locticians, sister lock trainees refuse to take transfer clients. So what you guys may not understand is that when a consultant does your establishment, they're basically with you from start through whenever you decide to break up with them of your process. They know your hair, they have their pattern, they got their rhythm down on how they're going to care for your hair. When you as a client decide, hey, I don't like this consultant anymore, I'm going to go somewhere else, then that can be an issue for you because the new consultant may not understand the pattern that was used in your hair. A lot of them don't even ask. They should, but they don't ask. They just go with the pattern that they're either most comfortable with or that they think fits your hair texture. So if they do that, then a couple visits in, they might notice some things with your hair. They might notice that, oh, you're getting a few holes here. Well, that's because the same pattern has not been used consistently throughout your hair. Or they may notice that, hey, it looks like it's thinning a little bit up here, but it's because inconsistent patterns are being used throughout your hair, guys. And one thing about sister locks is it's a commitment. As a sister lock wearer, you should know what's going on with your hair. You should know what kind of pattern your loctician is using on your hair, or rotation, whatever you want to call it. You should know these things. You should know, your hair inside and out too. No, you're not the one maintaining it, but you should know in the back, I struggle because it's a different texture back there, so they might unravel a little bit back here. Some consultants don't want to take that on. It's too much for them to try to keep up with your hair when they didn't do the establishment, and it's just something they don't want to deal with. They may notice that you need a lot of maintenance, and they don't have time for that. They're like, hey, if I would have done this install, you wouldn't have needed all this maintenance. Typically what they would say, and not always true, because a lot of it boils down to how you're caring for your hair when you're not with your loctician too. So I think sometimes we jump on a deep end and say, oh, my loctician just isn't doing my hair right. I have all these problems. When, girl, you the problem, because you ain't braiding and banding when you washing your hair like you're supposed to be. You're over manipulating and styling it too much. You know that you keep your hands in your hair. I'm guilty of that too, so I can't talk too much. But to the point that it's causing stress is just a little bit much. So there are things that you are doing to your hair that's causing the damage. And then some people love to do like accessories in their locks, whether that's like clips, bobby pins, and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with it on occasion, but sometimes the over styling can cause like thinning in the middle of your locks, too many accessories. Like, we love our jewels. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I want to put some in my locks so bad. I'm gonna have to do that. That's a whole nother topic for another day. Let's stay on topic. But and like bedazzle their locks. But if those aren't even put in properly, you can be causing issues on your locks. And a lot of consultants don't want to clean up a big mess. It takes too much of their time. A lot of them already have a full registry of clients. So it's like, why am I taking on this client with all these problems when I already have a full log of clients that I'm dealing with who don't have these issues? Taking on this client is going to add longer appointments, because probably for the next 3-4 months, I'm going to be fixing their lock at every single appointment. And it's just going to make the appointment longer than it has to be, which is going to cut into me getting other clients. So you just need to make sure that you are properly maintaining your locks at home. And when you're going for your consultations with locticians, this is why they want to do it. They want to make sure that they're not biting off more than they can chew. They don't want you to come in to their chair and then start blaming them only because they're pointing out the issues that have been there all along. It's just too much. You're representing their work when you walk out into the world. So if they start doing your retie appointments after you already have damaged locks, and people asking, who do your hair? Girl, don't say my name, because I didn't do this damage, right? I'm trying to fix it. So there are a ton of reasons why people may not choose to take on transfer clients. But those are some of the big ones that have come up that I've seen. Main thing, girls, is take care of your locks. Like, this is a huge investment. Y'all put a lot of money into this, and you need to love them. You need to take care of them. And if you do see issues, talk to your loctician about fixing them. Don't always just be so quick to leave your loctician assuming that she's causing the problems, because you guys are with your locks way more than your loctician, right? Your loctician might see you for 4 hours out the month, but what are you doing those other 30, 31 days out the month that you're not with me? Like, that's on you. So take a little bit of accountability there. Keep your hands in your hair in terms of like knowing what's going on, where your trouble spots are. Just know your hair. And if you have concerns, talk to your loctician about it. If you don't have that relationship where you can talk to them, or you don't feel like it'll be resolved, definitely go for a new loctician, because it should be open communication on that. But that's my little spiel for today. Hope this helped y'all a little bit, let me educate y'all a little bit, and tell y'all what's going on, because I've seen a lot of damaged locks since being a trainee, and a lot of times nobody knows why. So just keep that in mind, that yeah, everybody's not gonna want you to be their client because you're not taking care of your locks, or your previous loctician isn't, and they don't want that weight. So what's been your experience, y'all? Don't be shy. Comment down below. Let me know your experience when it's come to transferring locticians. If you are a loctician, do you take transfer clients? What are the things you look for? You know, just share. This is a community. I'm glad you guys are here. Like, comment, subscribe, and be blessed above all else. Toodles.